out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense going to get the chance to start this game off. So here we are at the semifinal stage, the final four teams with a chance to win a championship. Every stage of the playoff, Kurt, a little bit more intensity, a little bit more pressure, and now the winner tonight can head off to the national championship game.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how much is at stake for both. And to me, what I've learned in watching these playoffs, the bigger that they've gotten, is that the teams are able to deal with the mental aspects of the game and deal with the challenges that come with that. Who can endure this pressure is a team that's going to have the advantage and eventually is going to advance to the national championship.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And it's complete with a shovel pass. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a third down on the opening drive. Can he make it to the marker? Runs right over the defender. Breaks free. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Dogs. As they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
With all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the... drive, they see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So Army's offense comes out for their first possession today. Kurt, let's check the impact players in this game, guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men who are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Finds his man. It's Jackson. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion. Second down after that previous play. Back to pass. It's Fox. Receiver makes the grab. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. And the Black Knights bring their punt team onto the field. And that punt will just bounce away from the returner and out of bounds, so no return. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. protection here on first down. He's wide open. Look out. They make the stop, but it's a big play for the 31. So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8. And the Bulldogs looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Pass rush gets home.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first and goal situation.
Looking to pass here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
The pass rush closing in. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit out of the field. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Reynolds. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. The back's got it. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And at first down, right back to the running game. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, handoff inside. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the Black Knights are looking to keep this drive going. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Dropping back, it's Fox. Catch made on the left side. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. It's a quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They finally stop a big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the Black Knights lining up here on first and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running back has it on a screen now. He gains 9, so it's second and 1.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Moves left out of the pocket. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Caught near the goal line. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down. And that one straight down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. And the wideout goes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Over the middle. It's Humphreys.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it second and medium. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. First and 10 now for the offense.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving him multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficient. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback. It comes up with a big sack for the D.
Takes the handoff, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a fourth and short. Now comes the field goal unit. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. He made it. 3 points on the board. And they add to their lead.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Keeps it on the draw. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Grab behind the line. It's Buckner. And the Black Knights offense is on the move now. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
The pocket breaking down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Then he'll run out of bounds and pick up a few yards on the play.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Scanning the field, it's Fox. Catch made in space, look out. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Sure hands. It's Reynolds.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He hands it off from the gun. Tackle, but first down. And the Black Knights come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down. And the Black Knights come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback still with the football. Fighting him off. Brought down after a solid run by the senior. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights. So with playoff pressure for the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Takes the handoff and he'll head left. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with pass game. Pitches to the back. And look at the quick cut. Man is going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
And he keeps it. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Black Knights will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the coverage team gets the return to the ground. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Bringing pressure. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
After the incompletion on first down, we're going to throw it again. Quick completion to the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Takes a hit but lets it fly. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. The Bulldogs will send their punt team onto the field. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. Which offense can get it going first? This one has been a struggle so far. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Handoff here from the shotgun. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. That run sets up a critical third down play. Out of the gun now on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Reynolds. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. And the Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back to pass. It's Fox. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
And the Black Knights pick up first down yards to keep the drive going. The shotgun handoff here. He's got the first and still going. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now to 40.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Grab behind the line. It's Reynolds. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Army. And they jump on top here in the second half. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And they go with the short shovel pass. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. That's reeled in. It's Humphreys. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Defense is coming after him. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Quarterback drops back. Swarmed by the pass rush.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And Kirk, it's Army in the lead here. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. To the air. It's Stockton. Gets rid of it on the move. That pass is batted away. Incomplete. Dogs will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And that sets up a return. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Caught behind the line. It's Jackson.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. And the back now goes in motion. Dump off caught by the running back. And the Black Knights pick up enough to get a first down there.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down for the 14.
Well, a big part of the reason, Chris, we've seen this offense be able to build a lead is because of the way they've mixed up the run with the pass. Back-to-back plays, positive yards. I love that they're keeping an aggressive mindset, even working with the lead.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Finds an open target on the left side. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. And the player is down injured after that last play. Let's take a timeout while they check him out. And the Black Knights looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Off target with the throw, incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Crucial play for both offense and defense. Let's see what we get here on third and 4. Out of the gun now on third down. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Any hopes of staying alive in the playoff will depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. Short connection to the tight end here. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Catch made on the right side.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's the throw deep downfield. Oh, and he dropped it over the middle in some traffic there. Now brings up third down.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
Zero running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Dogs will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Chewing clock with the running game. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Important second down play coming up. Using his legs, it's Jackson. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Moves the ball to the 28. Going to be first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
It's the coach's favorite formation, victory formation. Quarterback just takes a knee. That's a great performance in the pressure